interesting session on the basics of English grammar. So today we will start from where we left last week. Okay, so that is direct and indirect speech. So that's what we are going to look at today. So direct and indirect speech are the exact words that someone says are called direct speech. That is the conversation which a person tells. Like it can be like, I will just tell you a few sentences like Christy said, I like this palace. So that's a direct speech. So simple present tense changes into what is it? What is it? A direct speech. Okay, so that is if you repeat the words of a person exactly in his own words to someone, it is called direct speech. So mom said, "Where are my keys?" So that shows it's just a conversation from coming from the first person. So next one is the ice cream is delicious, said Tom. So Tom is telling that is a conversation. So he's first telling it, he's telling it in his own words. So it's not being converted into anything else. That is only direct speech. So this ice cream is delicious, said Tom. Have you boys washed your hands? Asked Dad. So this is all a conversation. You can see it's a question being asked to somebody else. So that is only direct speech. Whereas indirect speech is you can report what someone says without using those exact words, like the meaning will remain the same, but you can convert it in a as if you are telling. So when it comes to the second person, to do his, use a verb like say, ask or tell followed by that. This is called indirect speech. There are several differences between a sentence with direct speech and a sentence with indirect speech. You don't use quotation marks with indirect speech. That is a very important point to be noted. In a direct speech, you see quotation marks, a full stop, a person, mom said, it will be regarding a person, it will be pointing out to a person, and it will be a direct conversation. Another thing is you change the tense of the verb. So that is another thing. You change the pronouns and determiners, both you change. So that is only indirect speech. So and that is only indirect speech. So we'll see about indirect speech later, right? Okay. See, another very important thing in the indirect speech is today becomes that day. So when you convert it into indirect speech, today becomes that day, yesterday becomes the day before. Like I can say the day before. The day before means before today. Then the day before yesterday becomes 2 days before. Then tomorrow becomes the next following day. Ago becomes before. Then this becomes that. So when you change it, these are the changes which you have to make in indirect speech. Then next one is hers becomes here becomes there. Now becomes then. Then tonight becomes that night. Last night becomes the previous night. This morning becomes that morning. Come becomes go, and these becomes those. Okay, so these are the things in direct and indirect speech. Indirect speech, in other words, is if we express the essence of main points of a person's words with a few modifications. Like as I told you, these modifications which you make. Yesterday becomes the day before. Today becomes today becomes this that day. Then this becomes that. Here becomes there. These modifications, if you make modifications, means changes in the part of the sentence, then it becomes indirect speech. Next is punctuation, which is very important. So we'll see about punctuation marks. Punctuation marks are signs such as periods, commas, and question marks. They are used in sentences to make the meaning more clear. Like period is a full stop. Put a period at the end of a sentence, or we say a full stop. Then only you have to stop. Then only that gives meaning to the sentence, it gives life to the sentence. So, see, supposing Tim lent me his skateboard. So you shouldn't stop with that. You have to put a period. It's also called a period or a full stop. At the end of this, full stop comes at the end of a sentence. Always remember that, students. Next is a comma. Put a comma between items in a list. You need paper, scissors, and glue. So there are 3 materials which are used. So you have to use a comma. So you can ask me, ma'am, when should I use a comma? So when there are, see in this sentence, you need paper, scissors, and glue. There are 3 materials or things which have to be used, things which are needed. So for that you have to use you have to use this comma. Next is a question mark. Write a question mark at the end of a question instead of a period. So especially for interrogative sentences, you can ask me what is an interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence is any question. What is your name? Where are you coming from? What is happening here? So many things. These are all questions. So can you help me, children? Who's that man talking to dad? Then is there someone knocking at the door? Who's at the door? Anything like that. What's happening, children? Anything. So these, when you write that, you shouldn't stop with only the sentence. You have to put a question mark at the end of the sentence. It can be anything. So these are all interrogative sentences. Or these are question marks. Question marks which are put at the end of a sentence. So anything, if you ask anybody any question, you have to put that question mark at the end of a sentence. That is compulsory, right? Okay. Next is exclamation mark. Exclamation, use an exclamation mark at the end of a sentence that shows a strong feeling such as surprise or fear. Any exclamation point is used instead of a period. So what a shame. So there they have given what a shame, you're completely wrong. Or you can say how silly. So when you express your thoughts towards somebody, what a shame. What a shame means when somebody does something very shameful, or what is it? Or how stupid and silly you are. So you're passing remarks on some person. Oh, you are really great. You're awesome. You would have heard many people, students, you would have heard many people using this word. It's excellent. It's awesome. You're awesome. So you can put an exclamation mark because it's a kind of surprise. What a silly thing to do. You are completely wrong. So you are passing remarks on somebody else. Then you have to use this exclamation mark. Okay, so we saw question mark. Whenever you ask a question, you have to add a question mark. So even if you get a question paper tomorrow, when they give a question mark, when they ask a question in the paper, you have to write all these marks wherever needed. So all these marks like question mark, full stop or period, then this exclamation mark have to be added wherever necessary. Okay, next is apostrophe. Use an apostrophe with thing to show who something it belongs to. This is Michael's room. So anything which belongs to a particular person, you have to use this apostrophe, which comes with a noun. Then this is my dad's desk. So dad, you have to put that apostrophe. Next is, are you Kathleen's mom? So it refers to a proper noun, a name of a person. You have to put that apostrophe. So that is there. Next is question mark. Use quotation marks. Use quotation marks around the exact words that someone says. You put the mark at the beginning of the words and the quotation marks at the end. Use a comma before the last quotation mark to separate the words from the rest of the sentence. Like this bike is mine. So this bike is mine, it marks around the exact words that someone says. So this bike is mine, you have to put the quotation marks. Said Susan, I would like some apple juice, please, said the little boy. So you have to start from I would like some apple juice, please. There the quotation mark ends, said the little boy. Next is a colon mark. When you are reading a play script, notice the colon between the name of a character and the words that they speak. Jack, what have you got in the bag? So that is what have you got? Jack, after Jack, you are putting a colon mark. So when you are reading, you have to notice the colon between the name of a character. Usually put, what can I say? Even for in grammar, in some essays and all, answer one, then we put a colon. Similarly, Maggie, my swimming suit. So after Maggie, we put a colon mark. Jack, where are you going swimming? So it's usually after a name, between the name of a character and the words. So that is there. Next is, yeah, correct. Next is capital letters. As you know, any proper noun which starts, use a capital letter as the first letter of the first word in a sentence. Dogs have wet noses. Where is my ball? So for where, you have to put W with a capital. So whenever you start a sentence, the first alphabet has to start with a capital letter. So that's very important. As you all know, we usually start any sentence with a capital letter. Okay, that isn't fast. For that too, we use a capital letter. Next is a list of irregular verbs like simple present be, then third person singular is am, is or are, present participle is been, simple past is was. So the past tense of be is was. Then past participle is been. I have been to Chennai. I was in Chennai yesterday. So past. I was in Chennai yesterday means it's over. So that is the past. Then past participle, I've been to Chennai. That is past participle. Again, we see beat. Then next is beats, beating, beat, beaten. Next one is become. Third person singular, it becomes. Then becoming, present participle is becoming. She's becoming very stubborn nowadays. So it's present participle, becoming. Becoming is, it's continuing. She has been stubborn in the past, recently, in the present she has been stubborn and she's continuing to be stubborn. That is only becoming. So she's becoming stubborn nowadays. So of recent time she is becoming stubborn. Next is simple past, becomes, past tense it becomes became. Then again past participle it becomes again become. Next is bend, bends, bending, begin, begins, beginning, began, begun. So all this you have to be thorough with. So simple present is begin, simple past is began, and past participle is begun. He has begun all his mischief of late. So he has begun all his mischief means all his tricks of late. So that is only past participle. Next is bend. Then bends, bending, bent, the stick is bent into two. So that is only bent. Then again bent for past participle. Next is bite, bites, biting, bit, bitten. So he's been bitten by a dog. Bitten by a dog means it's all over. So that is only past participle. Simple past is bit. You can't tell bite. So many students confuse between present and past. And present for continuous too, you have to be thorough. So that is another thing. Present participle too, you have to be thorough, and you have to note down simple present and past. So we saw bite, bites, biting, bit, bitten. Next is blow, blows. Then blowing, blew. Past tense blew. It won't be blow. It will be blew. She blew the balloon. So blew. Then blown. So this thing has been blown out of proportion. That is, this situation has been blown out of proportion means people are imagining too many things. So that is only blown. Next is break, breaks, breaking, broke, broken. Next is bring, brings, bringing, brought. She brought a pet dog with her yesterday. Brought means past tense. Okay, next is brought again, past participle. Next is build, builds, building. Building means continuing. She's building a big house. So built is past tense. Okay, she built a big mansion last year. So then again past participle is again built. Then burn, burns, burning, burnt. So you see the spelling burnt, past participle burnt, then burned. Okay. Next one is burst, burst, bursting, burst again. Then buy remains buys. She buys, buying, bought. So when you use buy in the past tense, you have to say bought. Many people still use buy. Okay, so bought again. Then catch, catches, catching, caught. Then choose, chooses, choosing, chose. So don't say when something is over, when you have chosen something, don't say choose. It's chose. So one O will be missing. Chose, chosen. Next is come, comes, coming, came, come. Came. She came yesterday. She came yesterday means it's a past. Next one, creep. Creeps, creeping, crept. So creeping is like crawling, creeping. So that is one thing. Next is cut, cuts, cutting, cut again. Okay, so cut, cuts, cutting, cut. Cut will remain the same only in past tense. Always remember, some words remain the same while some there are changes. Next is dig, digs, digging, dug, dug. Again, do, does, doing, did, done. She did it. She did the exam very well. She did the exam means the exam is over. Then you can use, you shouldn't use do, you have to use did. Next is draw, draws, drawing. Drawing means present continuous. I am drawing. It's going to continue. Then drew, then drawn. Okay. Next one is drink, drinks, drinking, drank, drunk. He was fully drunk. Fully drunk means like fully drunk means past participle. Okay. So that the event is over and it's like you have observed that the action. Okay. Drive, drives, driving, drove, driven. Next is eat, eats, eating, ate. So I ate chapatis yesterday. I ate biryani yesterday. I ate noodles yesterday. So ate means it's over, past. Then eaten, past participle. Next is fail, fails, failing, fell, falling, fell, fallen. Next is feed, feeds, feeding, fed, fed. Then feel, feels, feeling, felt, felt. Next is fight, fights, fighting. Fighting is continuous, present continuous. Then fought, fought. Then next is find, finds, finding, found. I found a cell phone on the ground. Found means it has happened in the past. What happened yesterday or where the event is over, where the thing is over. Okay, found, found. Next is fly, flies, flying, flew, flown. Next is forget, forgets, forgetting, forgot, forgotten. Next is freeze, freezes, freezing, froze, frozen. Next is get, gets, getting, got, got. Next is give, gives, giving, gave, given. Next is grow, go, goes, going, went. Go becomes went. Always remember. I go to Chennai yesterday, you can't tell. I went to Chennai yesterday. So many people make a mistake with go. I've seen many people making the same mistakes. So when go, I go to school every day by bus. So I go to school means it's happening in the present. I go to school every day by bus. But when you have already been to a place, when that thing is over, you have to use went. Go becomes went. Have becomes had. Okay, so that's one thing. Grow, grows, growing, grew. Grew. I grew up in Mumbai. Means my childhood days, I spent all my childhood days in Mumbai. So grow becomes grew. And the spelling too changes. So GREW, next grown. Next is have, has, having, had. Then hear, hears, hearing, heard. Okay. So this is how the past participle, everything is there. Next one is again simple present third person singular. Some more words too we can see, like hide, hides, hiding, hid, hidden. Next is hit, hits, hitting, hit. Next is hold, holds, holding, held. It becomes held. She held a baby in her hands. Baby, held means past tense. Held is to have somebody in your thing. Okay, so that is only held, to hold something. Next is held. Then hunt, hurt, hurts, hurting, hurt. Next is keep, keeps, keeping, kept. Next is kneel, kneels, kneeling, knelt. Kneeling is to kneel on the floor. Next is what is that? Know, knows, knowing, knew, known. Knew. I knew that. And known. I have known him for 10 years. Okay. Next is lay, lays, laying, laid. Next is lead, leads, leading, led. Next is learn, learns, learning, learned. Next is leave, leaves, leaving, left. Next is lend, lends, lending, lent. Let, lets, letting, let. Next is light, lights, lighting, lighted a candle or lighted a diya, anything. Then lighted, again past participle, again lighted. Then loose, you can see. Lose, loses, losing, lost. make, makes, making, made, made, meet, meets, meeting, met, met, pay, pays, paying, paid, paid. I paid the bill. So paid, paid, we all will remain the same. Anything in the past participle too, it will remain the same. Put, puts, putting, put, put. Then again, read, reads, reading, read, read. Next is ride, rides, riding, rode, rode. He rode a horse. Rode, that is past tense. Again, rode, ridden. Okay. Next is ring, rings, ringing, rang, rang. He rang the bell. So rang, rung. Next is rise, rises, rising, rose, risen. Next is say, says, saying, said, said. And but one thing you have to say is she said me. Many people make the mistake of saying she said me. Never use the word said me. When the thing is over, you have to say told. Okay, so that is another thing. So say, saying, said, said. But if somebody tells you something, you have to say told. She told me. Okay, that's another thing. See, seeing, saw, seen. Next is sell, selling, sold, sold. Next is, okay, so there are many words like that. Okay, smell. Next one is, what can I say? Shake, shakes, shaking, shook, shaken. Shine, shines, shining, shone, shown. Shoot, shoots, shooting, shot, shot. Then show, shows, showing, showed, shown. Next is shut, shuts, shutting, shut, shut. So all this, okay, so all this, these are all past participle, past and present tense, present participle, then past, past participle. Okay, so these are all the words which we are seeing. Okay, next is, we'll come on to important points to be remembered in English language. Point number 1, make a verb agree number with its subject. Make a pronoun agree number with its antecedent. The list of spare parts was long. That is only singular. The lists of spare parts were long. There it was long because list of spare parts. List only is given. So because it's singular, everything will be singular. It will be was. But when you put list, it will change. The list of spare parts was long won't come, were long. Because there's plural, here too it will be plural. So that is one thing. Singular subject takes singular verbs. So list was. So for list, because it's singular, there's no S there. So in that case, you have to use the word was. And plural objects take plural verbs. So list, that is plural, because there's an S there. So you have to use were. Again, even an animal has its own territory. So has its own territory because even an animal. Even animals have, see, has becomes have and animal becomes animals. So how it changes? For singular, you have to use has. For plural, you have to use have. Singular antecedents are referred to by singular pronouns, animal, list, and plural antecedents are reference of plural pronouns, animals. Then you have to use their, correct. Exception, a plural verb is always required after you, even when it's used in singular, referring to its person. Example, you were very helpful during my stay with you. Note, S is added to a noun, indicates the plural verb form, but S is added to a verb, indicates the third person singular. She favors the move. They favor the expansion of the school. Next, point number 2. Point number 2, ensure the verb agrees with the true subject and not with an intervening plural object of a preposition or any other intervening plural. The box of Nestle's chocolates is missing. Here the true subject is box and not Nestle's chocolates. Chocolates is the object of preposition of thing. His experience as teacher to boys and girls gives him understanding. So his experience as teacher to boys and girls gives him understanding. The prices of the new model vary from town to town. So these are all the points to be remembered when you deal with English grammar. There are some things which have to be used. As we saw, singular means you have to use was. Plural means you have to use were. So how do you find whether it's singular? Because there won't be an S there. Okay, because it's singular. Then when it's plural, when you add an S or ES or anything, automatically was becomes were. That's what we saw there. Next, subjects joined by and are usually plural and take plural verbs. His typewriter and my radio were stolen. See, his typewriter and my radio. So it's all subjects joined by and. Since there's one and there. And my radio. His typewriter and my radio. They are joined by and. Are usually plural and take plural verbs. The plural verb here is were. Okay, so that is one thing. Next one is Sony and Sanjay are going to Chennai today. So there are two people, Sony and Sanjay, and is used between both the nouns. Then they are going to Chennai today. You can't say, what is it? I am going to Chennai today. So you can't use because there are two people involved there, Sony and Sanjay. Typewriter and radio. That's why where was used. Here two things are used, like Sony and Sanjay, two people are mentioned there. So you have to use are going to Chennai. Many people, what they do is Sony and Sanjay am going to Chennai today. You can't use that because there are two people there. So for the two, when there are two people or two objects which are used, you have to use where or are. It will change. Okay, so exception. If a subject consisting of two singular nouns connected by and refers to the same person or thing, a singular verb is used. My best friend and advisor has changed his mind again. Here the subject is treated as singular because both qualities are found in one person. My best friend and advisory has changed his mind again. So it refers to one person having two qualities. He's a best friend. He's a person who's advising him to. But it's one person. It refers to one person. So there it's an exception. So there you can use the word has changed his mind. Because even though there are two qualities, it refers to only one person. So there are some exceptions in English grammar too. Like sometimes it can differ. It depends on the sentence. Okay, so next is here the subject is treated as singular because both qualities are found in one person. Next is cornflakes and milk is our Sunday breakfast. So cornflakes and milk, they are both between both those two food ingredients, cornflakes and milk, and comes. So is a Sunday breakfast. When two subjects connected by and are preceded by each, every, or many, a singular verb is used. Each man and boy is expected to meet his obligation. Every shin, tie and coal is marked for reduction sale. So here too there are more than two qualities which are used. Okay, so that is one thing. Okay, next one, words like with, together with, along with, beside, etc. See, neither nor means not this nor that. It's neither this nor that. That is only neither nor. Many of you all may have the doubt. Neither the quality nor the prices have changed. So when you look at a product, what they mean is, by this sentence, what they mean is the quality too hasn't changed. The prices too haven't changed. Next is neither the prices nor the quality has changed. Not only the headmaster but also the teachers are in favor of the expansion of the school. So they are telling the headmaster and the teachers, they all want to expand the school. That is what it means. Not only the headmaster. It doesn't mean only the headmaster's decision. It also means the teachers. All of them want to expand the school. Not only the teachers, but also the headmaster is in favor of the expansion of the school. Neither the salesman nor the buyer is in favor of the system. Neither the buyer nor the salesman are in favor of the system. So it all the meaning is the same. Point number 6. If the subject consists of two singular nouns connected by or neither, not or either, or the subject is singular and requires a singular verb. Neither our accounts department nor our head office has a record of the transaction. So some transaction, something is missing, some details are missing in the transaction. They are telling even our accounts department, they too don't know, neither the head office knows. So we can't find details of the transaction in both these departments. That's what it means. Next is Sunita or Neeru has the swimming suit. Sunita or Neeru has the swimming suit. That is, Sunita or Neeru has the swimming suit means either of them have the swimming suit. Next one, either October or November is a good vacation month. They are telling either you go for a vacation in October or you go for a vacation in November. So when they say either means this one of these months, between these 2 months, 1 month, any month is good for a vacation. Next is neither the radio nor the television was in working order. So that too the same. They mean both the things, both were not in working, both were in working order. Okay. Next one. Point number 7. Nouns that are plural in form but singular in meaning, such as news, mums, physics, electronics, tactics, economics, usually take singular verbs. News is traveling faster than ever before. So news is traveling faster than ever before. Then physics has fascinated my hostel mate for months. So that subject physics has fascinated means it has impressed my hostel mate for months. That's what they mean. Some nouns ending in ICS, athletics, statistics, and politics are considered singular when referring to an organized body of knowledge, and plum when referring to individual facts, qualities, or activities. Athletes provide good recreation, that is various games. Athletics is required of every student, that is participation in games. Point number 8, a linking verb usually agrees with its subject, not with its complement. Excessive absences were the reason for its failure. So a linking verb, what is a linking verb here? Where. Next one, the reason of his failure was excessive absences. Plural verbs are required for many nouns that have no singular form, such as proceeds, goods, ashes, remains, credentials, premises, etc. The proceeds of the magic show are to be given to the Hind for soldiers' welfare. The goods are being dispatched today by goods train. Again, we look at collective nouns. Collective noun is a word that represents a group of persons, animals, or things. Like audience, it's a collect. It refers to a group of people. Like audience means a group of whole lot of people who are gathered there. Next one, a committee. There too, a group of people. Company, council, any council or any club. Then again, armed police, society board, department, cabinet, anything. All this refers to a group of people. So they are called collective nouns. Point number 10. When the group acts as a unit, the verb should be singular. The committee has agreed to submit its report on Friday. Next one. The board of directors meets once in a month. So committee, the board of directors, these are all collective nouns. The firm is one of the most reputed in the country. The majority has made its decision. So all it refers to collective nouns. The majority, board of directors, the firm, everything. Next one, when the members of the group are thought of as acting separately, the verb should be plural. The teams are arguing over who should be the captain. The committee were not in agreement on the action to be taken. The audience were cheering and laughing, even crying. So audience, committee, board of directors, club, council, everything. Okay, these are all collective nouns. Next is point number 12. Company names may be either singular or plural according to their meaning. The plural form emphasizes the individual personnel making up the company. Mutru and Corporation have retained the goodwill of their customers. The oil corporation is located at Nariman Point, Mumbai. So here the company names may be either singular or plural. Singular here refers to have, then again it can be singular or plural according to their meaning. So it depends on that. Okay, is located. Oil corporation, here it's singular, so is used. When noun expressing periods of time, amounts of money or quantities are considered as a single unit, singular verbs are used. 10 rupees seems too much for the job. 3 months is too long a time to wait. The number of board members is very small. So seems, is. That rupees 1 lakh was an inheritance from my father. Then, yes, 5 meters is ample for a suit. So they're telling that's enough money for a suit. Next is, after such expression as 1/2 of 2/3 of a part of a majority of 2/3 of the mailing has been typed. A majority of 3,500 indicates his popularity in the constituency. So that refers to a group of people, singular, 1/2/3, 1/2, all that. Okay. Next is pan of the walls are to be painted. So use a plural verb when a plural noun follows the of. Part of pan of the walls are to be painted. 2/10 of our workers live in the suburbs. The majority of our staff members live in villages. Point number 15. The expression the number has a singular meaning and requires a singular verb, whereas the expression is a number as a plural meaning and takes a plural verb. The number of board members is very small. A number of board members were absent. The number of orders still to be executed is estimated at nearly 100. A number of our staff are going on leave. So point number 18. In sentences containing the words one of the verb is chosen as follows. In simple form, one of or one of the singular verb is used. One of the reasons one thing is demotion is carelessness. One of the pens is missing from a desk. The sentences containing phrases one of those who or one of the things that a plural verb is required, he is one. Your favor agrees with those in the phrase one of those. Okay, one of those. Those is the plural object of the preposition of in the subordinate clause who favor the relative pronoun who is the subject and must agree with its antecedent those. Mr. Venna is one of our officers who are accompanying me. He is one of our employers who are always alert. However, when only precedes one of those, a singular verb is used. Ramesh is the only one of our employees who is always alert. Mr. Verma is the only one of officers who is accompanying me. Next one is certain collective nouns, though singular, are always used in the plural. These poultry are ready for sale. So even though they are singular in form, they are always used in the plural sense and take a plural verb. Okay, they are ready for sale. There are 26 alphabets in English. The cattle are grazing near the canal. So point number 18 is certain nouns are always used in singular and followed by singular verbs. These are not used in the plural sense and do not take plural verbs. A hair has turned grey now. The scenery of Kasuli is beautiful. All the machinery is old. Then I have sold all the furniture that was useless. My luggage is tying at the bus stand. Okay, next one. A plural sense is often expressed by using some other suitable word before the above nouns. For example, he gave me many pieces of advice, not advices. So here, a plural word is used and advice is singular there. So I have brought many items of furniture. You never write furnitures. See that it's given, not furnitures. So they have purchased many plots of land. They have never put lands. So they have purchased many plots of land. It stops with that. Next is point number 18. Number 19 is the words each, ever, either, and neither used as pronouns are always singular and require singular verbs. Each of them does have political ambitions. Each employee is responsible for clearing his desk in the evening. Neither of the boys is eligible for taking the examination. Neither boy is eligible for selection. Exception, if a parenthetical each follows a plural noun or pronoun, the verb should be plural. The members each feel their responsibility. They each have their problems. Then 10 each of these books are required. Point number 20. All, any, most, some may be singular or plural depending on the meaning and take verbs accordingly. Some of the books seem too old. Some of the food is not good. All the typing has been finished. All the reports have been typed. Most of the goods have been sold. Most of the stock have been sold, but more of these shirts are due. Next one, point number 21. The titles of books or magazines are considered singular and take singular verbs. The Hindustan Times has wide circulation. The Two Faces of Indira Gandhi is a bestseller. That's the name of a book. Okay. Next one, the following words and the compounds are always singular and require singular verb. Buddy, anybody, everybody, nobody, somebody. So they all require singular verb only. Next is thing, anything, something, everything, nothing, all that. Okay, so one, anyone, no one, someone, everyone, something is wrong with him these days. Everybody in the office has tickets. Everyone is required to clear their dues. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. No one is entitled to have his debts cancelled. So point number 23. A relative pronoun who, which, that used as a subject takes on a singular or plural verb in action in accordance with its antecedent. Measles is among the diseases that are curable. This is the only one of the local papers that prints a weekly horoscope. Troublesome pronouns. Now we'll look at troublesome pronouns. Pronouns are words that are used, as you all know, it's used in place of a noun. Okay, they are used, hence pronouns should not be used to begin. Okay, now look at this. Who and that are used when referring to persons. Who being used when the individual person or the individuality of a group is implied. He is the boy who understands Punjabi. So who comes in between? He is the boy who understands Punjabi. She is the kind of student that we want. So that comes in between. So it comes in between. Who, that, all comes in between. Which two comes in between? Next, after adjectives of superlative degree that is used. He is the wisest man that ever lived. This is the best what we can do. This is the best what we can do. After two antecedents, one of which is the name of a person and the other the name of some animal or thing, use that in place of who or which. The lady and a pet dog that came yesterday have come again today. So that is one thing. Next one is, after such words as all, any, none, only, alone, nothing, that in place of which or who, man is the only animal that can think. All that glitters is not gold, which is used when referring to places, objects and animals. Our annual report, which is long, is now ready for distribution. Next is point number 25. The self or selves, ending pronouns, myself, yourself, ourselves, itself, himself, they should be used as follows. Principal himself distributed the sweets. That is, principal, without asking for anybody's help, he alone distributed the sweets. Next is, I will write myself. So you can tell, ma'am, we are writing, I will write now. Why is that myself needed? That is to emphasize more. That is only to emphasize more. They should be, I will write myself. The doctor himself examined the patient. That is without asking any other doctor or getting the help of anybody. He himself examined the patient. Now, next is to reflect the action expressed by the verb back on the subject. We have satisfied ourselves as to the wisdom of the action. He found himself the only one in favor of the movie. Next is to reflect the action expressed by the verb back onto the subject. We have satisfied ourselves as to the wisdom of the action. Okay, then when words such as absent, apply, enjoy, present, drink, avail, exert. He presented himself before the manager. He absented himself from the office today. So here to absent, you can add presented, absented, everything, but not in place of simple personal nouns. Raman and I can distribute the sweets. The tickets are for Mr. Gupta and me. So next one is when the indefinite pronouns and objects in a general way, the one is the subject in a sentence, it must be followed by one or one's and not his or her or him. One should keep one's promise. One should do one's duty. However, if anybody is used, everyone should take care of himself. Everyone should take care of her dress. There are some exceptional rules too in grammar. See, everyone should take care of himself. Everyone should take care of her dress. Okay, next one is some. Same is not a pronoun, and as such, it should not be used in place of a pronoun. Next is, when you have read this book, please return it to me. Take these books and return them to the library, not return the same to library. Okay, return them to the library. Use of each other and one another. So each other is used in reference to two persons. Each other means there will be only two people involved. Always remember that, each other. We hate each other. That is, two people are involved. Okay. The two brothers disliked each other. So disliked each other means there are only two people involved. Each other means only two. It can't be more than two. Okay. The two children quarreled with each other. So only two children are there. So always each other means there will be only two people, not more than two. One another is used in reference to more than two. Good boys do not quarrel with one another. So good boys do not quarrel with one another. So not each other. So it refers to good boys means more than two people. Next is either, neither, none, any, anyone. So either of you two can pay for it. Either of you two can pay for it. Next is neither of the two brothers has been selected. That is, out of the two brothers, both of them have been selected. Okay. Next one, any one of the employees can claim it. Like there are so many employees who are working in a company, anyone can claim the amount as his. That is what they are meaning. None of the students of this class has passed. That is, all have failed. None of the students of this class has passed means all have failed. That is the other meaning. Next is use where to express a condition that is contrary to fact, an uncertainty, or a wish. I wish I were a king. If Mr. Anil were here, he would know. We saw a streak in the material as if the goods were faded. Point number 31. Use of shall and will. Shall and will are used for future tense, especially to indicate mere future action. We shall be glad to hear from you. You will meet him at the railway station. You will meet him. So it has not happened. That event has not happened. Shall and will are both future tense. Always say I shall unless you really mean I'm willing or I'm determined. We shall appreciate an early reply. If you use will here, it would mean we are determined to appreciate. To indicate determination, promise, desire, choice, or threat, use shall. I will clear the dues by the end of the week. In spite of the risk, I will go to Punjab. So Punjab is very risky to go. They are telling in spite of the risk, I will still go to Punjab. So you are determined to go. You shall obey me. You shall obey me means you are like forcing somebody to obey you. Okay, next is we will report you to the police. That too is a kind of a threat. Then next, he shall not work in my department anymore. So that too is determination. Next is in questions, always use shall with shall I meet you at the railway station? Shall I pay for it? Then again, shall he be punished? Will you get the report typed today? So will and shall are used always for future action. Will you get the report typed today means it's still not been typed. Shall he be punished means he's still not been punished. So it always refers to future action. Next is to emphasize willingness. Yes, I will meet you in the evening. Yes, he will meet you in the office. That is a willingness to meet somebody when you agree to do something. So that too shall is used and will is used. Then should and would. Should and would in are past tenses of shall and will, and in general express the same ideas as do. You should not speak in that way. You should respect we should respect our parents. You should visit them now. You would not enjoy that experience either. I would not allow such an agitation. Every day I would go jogging in the morning. So I would go. All these sentences, that is a future action which is yet to be completed. So no, in first person, always use should with the words glad, pleased, like, etc. Troublesome adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives and adverbs function as modifiers, that is, they qualify or restrict the meaning of other words, and adjectives molding nouns and pronouns. When referring to two persons, places, or things, use the comparative form. So this is the comparative form, means you're comparing one person with another person. Superlative is when one person has a better quality than another person. It can be in terms of honesty, it can be in terms of height. He's taller than me. So that is again superlative. See, Rakesh is the taller of the two, is the tall of the two, not tallest. If of the two positions open, you have chosen the more promising, not most. That is the most efficient, more efficient of the two methods. That is the most efficient method that could be devised. Today is the warmest day of the year. Was Monday or Tuesday warmer? That is again a comparative sentence. Next is some adjectives and adverbs allow no comparison. It's almost a square table, not most or more. It's almost a square table. You're not using most or more. Next is that design is very nearly unique. That this plate is almost round. Point number 35. When comparing one person or thing with a group of which is a part, or then the comparative degree and the words any other. So we can see this coffee has a better flavor than any other coffee in the market. So that is again you're comparing. This has a better flavor than any other coffee sold in the market. Next is Ludhiana is more populated than any other city in Punjab. That is, it's the most populated city in Punjab. Next is gold is more costly than any other metal. When compared to other metals, it's much more costly. Then when comparing two qualities of the same person or thing, use more and not to form the comparative. Sujata is more clever than wise. Rajesh is more brave than wise. So next is guard against using double comparatives and superlatives. She is the cleverest girl of her class. Bath Nagar is one of the richest men of the town. So that is not most richest. Fewer than less. Fewer refers to numbers and less refers to quantity and size or amount. Okay. No fewer than 50 passengers were killed in the accident. Then women now spend fewer hours in the kitchen. Women now spend less time in the kitchen. Then as many as expresses the number, whereas as much as expresses quantity. You have to collect as many stamps as possible. Next is of the 30 students, as many as 10 have failed, not as much as. Elder and eldest, older and oldest. So here I am the eldest member of my family. That is, I am not the oldest. Okay, I am the eldest member of my family. Mr. Gupta is older than his assistant. Next is not older, elder. Vibha is eldest of the three sisters. Ranjani is elder to Munish. So again comparison. Next is avoid double negatives. You could hardly expect that to happen. He scarcely recognized me. See, these are all double negatives. Then troublesome prepositions. Prepositions are a part of a speech used to show the relation of a noun or noun equivalent. So next one is all of. All of us belong to the Rotary Club. All of us boys belong to the Lakeview Hostel. So these are all of us. All of us a collective member again. Then among, between. The teachers distributed the pens among the students. Among the students means among everybody. There were plenty of students, they distributed the pens. Next is distribute these clothes among the workers. Next is the commission is divided evenly between the two partners. What is the difference between a thief and a robber? Between. Only two attributes. So, however, between may be used for more than two people too. The difference between the three girls was so slight that they might have been templates. Okay. Next one. While packing glass tumblers, be sure to place paper between them. So the three children had but rupees 10 between them. Next is at and in. So at and in is used for what? He lives at Gil. At is always used referring to a place. She lives in Ghaziabad and works at Makesh Institute. So it refers to a place. He lives at Gil Chowk in Moradabad. Into. Okay, into. The correspondence is in the line. Then what is it? Then he walked into my office. Mr. Sharma came in to see me. So that is one thing. Then next is besides. Okay, so we'll see the rest of the grammar in the next class. Training part like direct speech and indirect speech we saw, pronouns we saw. So we'll see the rest of the grammar in the next class.